Because a divine masculine will always know what a man looks like and doesn't look like. Because it's mighty funny, every single female that I've ever met or come across, we are able to tell when trans are born a man and when they're born a female. However, if you guys lack that, not saying you specifically in this comment, but if you guys lack that thought process or understanding, then that means you guys don't even know and understand yourself. So how are you going to be able to understand or know or even fathom what somebody else is? You too doggone conflicted in your feminine energy to the point where you don't even know what a female really is. So of course, if somebody comes off as a female a little bit more masculine, it's going to make you feel intimidated because now you're demasculated. This female is more masculine than you are. And honestly, I get how degrading that can be, how low vibrational it can make you as well. However, doesn't that ever trigger a thought in your brain that says, hey, I want to be better than I used to be, so let me start working on that? Because you see how Rakai, he looked at her as a female because she's a female, yet the ones that were intimidated and couldn't fathom how to start a conversation with this female, they just made up some shit because they were mad they can't get that female. And honestly, coming from a female that's had to deal with that, I've had literal guys ask me out and then sit there and be like, oh, you're a man. That's what you like? I think the worst part about it is a lot of them really be on the down low. People be wondering how people can see straight through them. And it's because we used to be in that spot, in that place, so we can actually call it for what the fuck it is. Because we healed from it. We worked on it. We took the time to go within. And seeing someone mirror who we used to be is kind of one of those moments where we're like, oh, that was me? So it's just like me seeing the negative comments or low vibrational comments or people that got to say something and they don't need to say nothing. They just feel obligated to say something because their brain is chemically being triggered to respond. Because their ego don't know how to take accountability and say, hey, I apologize. You're right. And the funnier part about it is, honestly, you guys be sitting there acting like you guys have so much self-esteem, confidence, this, that, and the third. But every time y'all comment or say something low vibrational or disrespectful about somebody, it just shows how low vibrational and insecure you really are. Because I was 585 pounds and I was more secure than anybody in my motherfucking whole entire school. People hated me for being the lightest in the school. People hated me for having the longest hair. People hated me for having love. People hated me for just being happy and having a good ass, bomb ass, fucking laughing ass, happy, funny ass personality. People picked on my voice. And then I started to realize a lot of the people that was picking on me for being morbidly obese, they didn't have food in their house. Their parents restricted what they ate, also controlled everything that they put in their mouth, as well as didn't allow them to actually be a child. People hated the fact that I was light-skinned because I stood out and I was different from everybody else in my school. And I didn't have a problem with it, and it didn't make me feel weird, and it actually boosted my motherfucking confidence. So they wanted to bring that down because they didn't have confidence. They didn't even like themselves. They felt insecure within themselves. They didn't like the fact that they didn't have no hair. They always wanted to call me a mixed child when both my parents is dark. Like, at the end of the day, or say I had a white parent when both my parents is actually darker than me. People hated the fact that I was so fucking loved because when they went home, they would be miserable. So when my mom came up to the school and brought stuff to the school or showed up for the events and showed this, that, and third and was always there just for me and cheering me on at the same time, my mama was loud about me. My mama loved me out loud. Okay, hello the fuck? And a lot of kids in school didn't receive that. And I understood that the reason why they were mistreating me and the reason why they were targeting me and bullying me is because I had what they wanted. And once you really understand that and start paying attention to that, you really can't be insecure about anything. Like, I got coffee on my tongue and I'm still talking to you guys. However, at the end of the day, that doesn't mean I ain't brushed my teeth. It just means I'm in the middle of a fast and I'm drinking coffee, so it's gonna stick to my goddamn tongue. Like, at the end of the day, people be commenting on my shit just because they mad at the fact that it's me. and I have what I have, and I can bring attention to myself. And they lack that personality. They lack that ability. They lack that power. So honestly, I can speak to Sushi and say, hey, baby girl, just keep going within, doing the work, and then you ain't gonna have nothing to explain to nobody at all. Cause making a TikTok video to explain all that, maybe I would have just been posting like, oh, they want me, but they want to say I'm a man. They asking for my digits, but then they telling motherfuckers that's questioning on me that I was born something else. Oh, you mad? My jaw structure is better than yours. I give model face. I know. It's strong, right? Guess what? That's because I take care of my lymphatic system. And you don't. So be jealous. Be mad. Oh, I'm a man because I have strong features. Oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna weaken myself and lower myself because you want control over me because you're a weak little boy. I wanted to say demonic, but I wasn't gonna say it. See, rejection is very much protection because I bet your ass just want on me, and I promise the type of things that you be, will send me to the clinic. So this right here, precious, can't get access. Would have been like big, not big nut, baby. When I tell you, I would have been responding back to the comments. I would have been like, yeah. And it ain't gotta make sense half of the time to them because it makes sense to us and it makes sense to the ones that get it and the ones that fucking know. But at the end of the day, everybody in a different part of their journey, everybody in a different part of their story, so I don't judge nobody. However, Sushi Roll, you deserve better, boo. You deserve better, boo. Hello? Okay. Hello? The fuck? Shit. Okay? What? Somebody said something? Oh, that was the win.